What's going on, guys? Just a quick video about Israel Folau. I had to do a video, yeah? I wasn't going to do many videos from now on, but just the shit that keeps going on with this poor bloke, I had to do a video. Now, what's worse? Is it NRL? I don't even follow it. NRL player posts a meme about sinners, liars, fornicators, drunkards, and sodomites are going to go to hell if they don't repent. He basically targeted nearly 99% of the population, but only 1 point of the population, the LGBTI mafia, Alan Joyce from Qantas, had him lose his career and his job because he dared to speak out for his religion. Is that worse, or is a AFL player named Bachar Houli, who was best friends with a terrorist, which one's worse? Because it's been known in certain circles that Bachar Houli from the Richmond Football Club, which is my football club, so I'm not even being biased here, is actually best friends with Nathan LCE, the man that tried to attack Holsworthy Army Base. It's been well known that his best mates were Bachar Houli. So here we have a Muslim who's best friends with a terrorist who wants to murder Australians, tried to murder Australians. That's okay, we'll let that one escape. But let's devote all of our resources to destroying a man's life because he dared to quote the Bible. Okay? Israel Folau's personal GoFundMe account, which was almost at $1 million, has been constantly attacked, and the media have been pushing for GoFundMe to remove it under their terms and conditions, which they ultimately did today. $1 million has been reversed back to everyone who donated because it breached the terms and conditions. What terms and conditions? You can't say anything about gays unless it's positive. You can't say that they might go to hell under your religious expression. It's insane. The LGBTI mafia are not doing themselves any favours. When you crucify a person so much, when you treat a certain type of person as a whipping boy for your insecurities, eventually it's going to come back 100-fold and come after you. Now, don't see this as a victory from the left. This is a symptom of a dying ideology. They're so desperate to protect themselves, they're willing to go to extreme lengths to shut down any dissenting voices, no matter how small they are. Now, Israel Folau said what he did. He didn't breach any contract. I could come up with my company tomorrow. I could hire someone and make them sign a contract. If you want to work for me, you have to sign this contract. This contract states that you can't post any support of gay marriage or LGBTI movements on social media. Now, could you imagine if my employee posted, I like LGBTI plus, etc., and then I sacked them from their employment? It's a contract. It's legally binding, apparently. What would happen if we got to court? Do you think the judge would side with me or the employee? They'd side with the employee because a contract doesn't supersede human rights. You can make a contract saying that if you want to work for me, you have to sign this contract, which means every Monday I get to kick you in the face. It is not legal. It is not legally binding. Anyway, on the second part of that, Israel Folau never signed a social media agreement. They forgot to put it into the contract, which they screwed up. Now, this is great stuff. This just shows this poor guy for stating his religion has been hung out to dry by the left, the LGBTs, those inclusive individuals that love everybody and love is love, have hung him out to dry and crucified him. This doesn't defeat your enemy by doing this. This makes your enemy stronger. This makes your enemy rise above. This makes it a precedent you've set to attack anybody, to take away people's bank accounts. Like, don't get me started on that. Blair Cottrell, a nationalist, had his personal bank account deleted from Westpac. This is where we're heading. And this is not good for the left. As much as they rejoice and say, well, GoFundMes are for poor sick kids, how dare Israel Folau have a GoFundMe? These are the same people who supported Egg Boy, who assaulted somebody. His defense, and that was okay by GoFundMe. That didn't breach its codes of conduct. A person who assaulted a sitting senator who's over 70 years old, he assaulted an elderly person, the left said it's okay. There was no complaints from the left about poor sick kids on GoFundMe. How dare Egg Boy put up a GoFundMe when there's sick kids out there. Did you ever hear that? I didn't. So the left are losing. They're losing. They don't know what to do. But remember, this goes full circle. This will eventually come back to you. Every single bed you make, anyone can sleep in it. Okay? So this is coming for you. And you attack the poor guy's wife. You attack his wife. Netball Australia had the epiphany that maybe we shouldn't sack her for defending her husband. And she didn't even defend him. She posted a link to the GoFundMe. And then you have these cucks from the Netball Australia, that Lizzie, dude, chick, dyke, whatever she is, saying that Netball Australia should have condemned her. How dare her support her husband? This is insanity. But don't get too excited about the media reports. Because the media are smart, yeah? They may be attacking Israel Folau, but they're not attacking him for what you think. They're not attacking him because they don't like him. They're attacking him because it creates controversy. It creates clicks. And the lefties fall for it and click on every single clickbait article and make their money. News Corp. It's a money machine, okay? So anyway, guys, I'll let you go. Israel Folau, keep kicking goals. Take him to court. Take that little homosexual Alan Joyce to court. Take him to court, sue his ass, and win back your rights, mate, to express your religious freedoms. If you're a Muslim, this would never happen. Catches.